Honeybees are truly fascinating little insects. They are small in size, yet their importance is enormous. Many people immediately think of sweet honey when they hear about bees. However, these creatures do so much more than just produce this golden liquid. They are diligent workers, playing a crucial part in the balance of our natural world. Their daily activities provide benefits that reach far into our own lives. It is essential for us to understand their role more deeply. Learning about the life and work of honeybees can open our eyes to their incredible contributions. They are, without a doubt, remarkable and vital. These industrious bees live together in large, organized family groups known as colonies. Within each colony, there is a strict social order. There is usually only one queen bee whose primary job is to lay eggs. Then there are the worker bees, which are all female and perform all the other tasks. These tasks include cleaning the hive meticulously. They also forage for nectar and pollen. Building the intricate honeycomb structures is another of their duties. This complex social system allows the colony to function efficiently. It is a true marvel of the natural world studied by scientists for years. The importance of honeybees extends far beyond human interests. They are fundamental players in the broader ecosystem. As they fly from flower to flower, they facilitate pollination. This process is essential for many plants to produce seeds and fruits. Consequently, new generations of plants can grow. A vast number of wild plant species rely on bees for their survival. These plants, in turn, provide food and shelter for birds and other animals. Therefore, the well-being of honeybees directly supports the health of entire ecosystems. A decline in bee populations would have ripple effects across many species. When a gentle buzzing sound fills the air, many of us instantly picture a honeybee. This association is well-deserved. They are among the most recognized and studied types of bees. Their characteristic black and yellow stripes are a familiar sight in gardens. We often see them diligently working in fields during warmer months. They have become symbols of springtime renewal and the bounty of summer. To truly appreciate them, we must look beyond their most obvious product, honey. It is time to explore the full spectrum of their amazing and essential contributions to our planet. Pollination is a fundamental process in the life cycle of many plants. It might sound complicated, but it is quite simple. For plants to create new seeds or grow fruits around those seeds, pollen needs to move. This movement typically occurs from the male part of a flower, the stamen, to the female part, the pistil. Sometimes this happens within the same flower. Other times, pollen needs to travel between different flowers of the same species. Bees are exceptionally good at facilitating this vital transfer of pollen. They perform this crucial service as they go about their daily task of collecting nectar for food. Honeybees are exceptionally well equipped to be nature's pollinators. Their small bodies are covered in thousands of tiny branched hairs. These hairs act like little Velcro strips perfectly designed for trapping pollen grains. When a bee lands on a flower to sip nectar, pollen from the flower's anthers brushes onto its fuzzy body. As the bee continues its journey and visits the next flower, some of this trapped pollen rubs off. This pollen lands on the stigma of the new flower, achieving pollination. Bees visit a great many flowers on each foraging trip, making them incredibly efficient at this job. Our global food supply is significantly dependent on the tireless work of honeybees. Take a moment to think about some of your favorite fruits. Apples, sweet cherries, plums, and juicy blueberries all rely on bees for pollination. Many of our essential vegetables also require this service. Crops like cucumbers, courgettes, pumpkins, and various types of melons need bees to produce a good harvest. Certain nuts, such as almonds, are almost entirely dependent on honeybee pollination for commercial production. Without these busy insects, these nutritious foods would become much harder to find and far more expensive. Our diets would be considerably less varied. The diligent pollination efforts of honeybees also carry substantial economic value. Farmers across the world depend on healthy bee populations for successful crop yields. Effective pollination leads to a greater abundance of fruits, vegetables, and seeds to sell. This in turn helps to keep food prices more stable for consumers. It also provides and supports a vast number of jobs within the agricultural sector, so these tiny, often overlooked insects are actually supporting large and vital industries. Their contribution to global food security and economic stability is truly immense. we must not take their essential work for granted. Honey is a remarkable and entirely natural product, a true gift from the bees. These clever insects create honey using nectar, which is a sugary liquid produced by flowers. Foraging worker bees collect this nectar using their long tongues. They store it in a special internal pouch called a honey stomach. Back inside the hive, the forager bees pass the collected nectar to other worker bees. These house bees then begin a process of repeated ingestion and regurgitation. They also actively fan the nectar with their wings. This fanning action helps water to evaporate from the nectar, transforming it into thick, sweet honey. Honey is cherished not only for its delightful sweetness, but also for its numerous health benefits. It naturally contains a range of antioxidants. These compounds can help protect our bodies from damage caused by free radicals. Many people find honey very effective for soothing a sore throat or a persistent cough. Certain varieties of honey, like Manuka honey, possess significant antibacterial properties. This means they can be used to help fight off certain types of infections. For thousands of years, cultures around the world have recognized and used honey as a traditional medicine. It also provides a natural source of energy. Beeswax is another incredibly useful and fascinating product that we get from honeybees. This natural wax is produced by young worker bees from special glands located on their abdomens. These bees, typically between 12 and 18 days old, consume large amounts of honey to stimulate wax production. They then meticulously chew these small flakes of wax, mixing them with saliva. This process makes the wax pliable and ready for construction. The bees then use this softened wax to build the iconic hexagonal cells of the honeycomb. These cells are engineering marvels of strength and efficiency. Humans have discovered a multitude of practical applications for this versatile beeswax. It is a popular ingredient for making high-quality candles. Beeswax candles are known for burning cleanly, producing little smoke, and often emitting a subtle, pleasant honey aroma. Beeswax is also widely incorporated into various cosmetic products such as lip balms, creams and lotions. It acts as a natural emollient and protective barrier for the skin. Furthermore, it's used in polishes for furniture, providing a natural shine and protection. It can even be used as a coating for some cheeses to prevent spoilage. This adaptable wax is another testament to the ingenuity of bees. Unfortunately, our invaluable honeybees are currently facing a range of serious threats. The widespread use of certain pesticides in modern agriculture can be very harmful to them. These chemicals can kill bees outright if they are directly exposed. Even low levels of exposure can weaken their immune systems or impair their navigation skills. This makes the entire colony more vulnerable. Bees are also suffering from a loss of their natural habitats. The beautiful wildflower meadows and diverse hedgerows that once provided ample food are rapidly disappearing. Climate change is also adding to their challenges, altering flowering times. The good news is that we can all take positive steps to help protect honeybees. One of the simplest and most effective actions is to plant bee-friendly flowers in our gardens. Choose a variety of plants that provide a continuous supply of nectar and pollen throughout the season. Flowers like lavender, borage, sunflowers, and many native wildflowers are excellent choices. Even if you only have a small balcony, a few pots of bee-friendly plants can make a difference. Crucially, try to avoid using any pesticides or herbicides in your garden. Allowing some areas to grow a little wild can also provide valuable resources for bees. Supporting your local beekeepers is another excellent way to contribute to bee conservation. When you have the option, choose to buy honey from local producers. This directly helps beekeepers to cover the costs of maintaining their hives and keeping their bees healthy. Well-managed bee colonies are generally stronger and more resilient. Beekeepers are often on the front lines of bee health, monitoring for diseases and pests. They possess a wealth of knowledge about bee needs and challenges. Furthermore, learning about and supporting sustainable farming practices can also benefit pollinators, as these methods often reduce pesticide use. Honeybees are truly extraordinary creatures, performing vital functions for our planet. They work tirelessly, not just for the survival of their own colony, but their actions also benefit us immensely. They are instrumental in putting a diverse range of foods on our tables. They provide us with the natural goodness of honey and the remarkable utility of beeswax. Protecting these essential pollinators is not just an environmental concern. It is crucial for our own well-being. If each of us makes small, conscious efforts, we can collectively make a significant positive impact. Let us strive to create a world where the sweet buzz of honeybees continues to thrive.